up? How's it going?
It's going all right, but sorry if I go back to Primo because that's my favorite and that's what I decided to go with.
Yeah.
I think I saw from one the podcast or something. I think I'm the one who named you that. I heard that wrong. Is that a rumor?
That's what Lex
I'll
said.
take that. I'll own that. I'll take it. I'll take it. So,
yeah.
Music. How'd you get started with the music?
How I started with the music? Well, I started by when I first started. When I first bought my keyboard, I got my keyboard.
What age?
It was around 14.
14 years old. Parents bought you a keyboard.
Yes, they bought me a keyboard, and it has sequencing, so in which you can record different parts of a song, and that's kind of like it got me interested because I started putting like the songs together, and that came because I also played part of I was involved in the church, playing in the music team. So I was very familiarized with the drum parts and bass parts and the guitar and all those vocals things. All those things came together to me easily. So I did that in the keyboard and laid it down.
Did you come from like a musical background as far as like your house? Your house was?
No, not really. My dad wanted to learn guitar, but it just wasn't his thing. Yeah.
So he said, you got to do something.
Yeah.
And you actually got lessons and stuff?
Yes, part of when I was like around 14, 13, 12, I was at a church and they were offering music classes. So I told my parents I was interested, and so they signed me up to take lessons.
So do you play any other instruments besides the keys?
I was trying to learn the guitar, but my first instrument was the drums. I started learning the drums.
The drums, that's a hard one to play, yeah?
Very hard. Yeah. Very challenging.
All limbs doing something different. Everybody thinks it's easy to do, but it's probably one of the hardest instruments to play, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I learned because one time the church band didn't have a drummer, so the pastor kind of just told me like, hey, here, do this. And so he put me in there, and I did okay, but it was.
I think I have a feeling that a lot of people get started in church that way. Like, here, you try this song. We don't have nobody, especially like in those small churches that are just getting started. Well, there's only like 2 people in the band, so they need a third one, and you look like you're tapping your feet the right way. So let's just put you on there and do something.
Yeah, that was very common growing up, especially in churches. Yeah, very common where we need the instrument, we need a bass player, we need a corneta, whatever. It's just they throw you in, and
or it's just that the music is such a huge part of church, right?
Yeah, it's a very prevalent movement within the church. The music is.
So how is that? Is it frowned upon when you do stuff outside the church?
Growing up, yes, but over the years I've learned that you honor God and you worship God not just at church, but you worship God with your talents. So whatever I did, I honor God wherever I go by doing and everything with excellence.
So you just project it in everything you do outside of church as well?
Yes.
Now, do you get a little bit, you think, of maybe some bad looks or something like that at church when you do stuff outside?
Well, I don't tell them.
You don't tell them?
No. Just because there's immaturity, there's characters there that are not ready to have that conversation,
to accept it or be okay with it.
Yeah, and they're also close-minded,
right?
And I don't believe things should be like that.
I'm pretty sure you perform multiple times on Sundays and for years now. How does it compare to doing stuff outside of the church? For example, like the Key Club.
Growing up in church, I was thrown in to lead and direct the music group at around 14. So I had to deal with
How
adults.
much did you know at 14 to be able to lead a program like that?
I just knew I was musically in tune and I knew how to sing. That's it. I had to teach other people to follow me, which was
your
quite
peers,
a challenge.
Yeah? At that time, it was your peer. I mean, because everybody was probably your age at least or older.
Oh, no, I had to deal with adults. Like, I'm talking about 30, 40-year-olds who had an easy time following my direction.
I would say so, probably. you
but
know?
it was I was the only one that was musically mature, with enough knowledge to lead the whole band. So
So when you started doing it at 14, how long do you think it took you until you like got a good hold on it, where you feel confident with what you were doing with it?
I would say it took me around 4 to 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, and because I also had transitions to different churches, so
So it was different people.
different people, different atmosphere, different culture, different way of doing things. So
In those 5 years, how many times do you think that changed?
I'll say probably like three to four times.
I mean, that's a lot of change at an early age to kind of start all over again from the ground up and keep rebuilding something new with new people.
Yeah, yeah, but at the end, I was confident that what I knew worked, and
You
it
felt you
was-
had the recipe for it.
Yeah, I did. I felt like I had already developed a system to how to lead a group, and
Well, that's kind of a lot of experience at such an early age, right? Because I mean, from all aspects of it.
yeah. Besides dealing with your usual high school, middle school issues, you had to deal with other people's issues. So you kind of had to pick and choose your battles and work towards a goal.
All right,
Oh.
so let's talk about your production. What do you use to produce your plugins, your programs?
I'm currently using Logic Pro. That is my latest update move. So I don't really have a plugin. I have too many. So I just kind of be spending a lot of time just scrolling, see what feels good or what I haven't tried or things like that. It's not always a kind of a template like you said, like
Doing different things. Is there a certain way you always build your beats? A certain way you start? Is it the melody? Is it drums? Or is it different every time?
To be quite honest, it's mostly random. It can be a beat. It can be just a drum beat. Sometimes it can be a sound on the keyboard, playing keys. And sometimes it can be just a sound effect or a noise that I heard, and I'm trying to see how that fits into a beat or a song.
So every time you feel something, you just go and lay it down, and if you can do something with it then, if not, you put it away?
Yeah, just lay down an idea, a concept, something, and it just kind of see if it goes somewhere, or if it doesn't, then just, put it away, put the rest of them.
Is there something that inspires you to produce or keep playing?
I just love how music comes together, the production and just the everything, just how, and not only that, but just to enjoy music is just something that really inspires me and motivates me. Also, the fact that it comes easy to me also is like, hey, I can do this. I want to learn. I want to kind of further my skills and further my knowledge. That kind of motivates me too.
And I see you wearing different hats, with the A1A Music Factory, doing different things. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, with the Music Factory, not only do I help out with music, but also I help out with the podcast. This is something new to me, podcasting and also video recording. So it's things that I learned, growing up in the church. It's part of the skills that I acquired because at church I had to learn also how to set up instruments, not only just play and sing. I had to be technical. I had to be the sound engineer. I had to be the light director and connect things and set up drums, set up microphones.
So Mil Usos, you have a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So all that came together. So for me now doing these things and bringing it to the Music Factory, it's exciting because it keeps my skills fresh, and also it's an opportunity for me to learn more things that are out there that are modern and that are new. So
what do you enjoy about working with Lex and Jay Beasy?
what I work about, that they offer something different. I always loved hip hop, but I wasn't really in exposed to it because of my religious background. A lot of it kind of have a censored curtain, so not much of us exposed to me. So being with Lex and JBZ kind of like opens that up for me, and I get to know and hear what they have heard and what they're hearing, and it's fun. It's fun to pick their brains and see, hey, what do you think of this? What have you heard? What are you hearing? Yeah.
When it comes to your beats, I think your beats are very different. You know, it has like you can tell it has a lot of influence from all over the place. What influence you think your beats?
ADHD. I think so. I don't know. It's random. Like I said, I don't have like when I built a beat, I don't categorize it and say, oh, this is gonna be a hip hop beat or anything. When I create, it's like, oh, let's see what happens. If maybe this can be a rock song or techno or R&B or a funk song. Yeah,
that's what kind of when I hear your beats that they're very open, you know, for the artist to kind of do their own thing on it.
I try not to be too close-minded, and just because one of the things that I like about music is that it's not locked in a box. It's people are coming out with some really crazy songs, some big hitters, things like that. So I'm always open.
Yeah, it's crazy to me how for as long as music's been around and as many people are doing it, there's still new stuff coming out.
Yeah, and that's what I like about music, is that it's always something. There's nothing, even though some things get repetitive and some things get to repeat themselves, it's always different. It's never the same. It's something new.
But I think you're starting to see a lot of more of the cultures being crossed in a lot of the music.
That's another thing, yeah. That sounds and styles coming out from cultures that you never thought about. Like, whoa, this is coming from a certain place. Like, that's also what makes it very intriguing for me.
And it's like all those hits are being international. You can have an artist that's not from a certain part or area, but they can sing that kind of music or has a song that represents that country or that, you know, that style of music.
Yeah. That's definitely the beauty about music. That it's never limited to anything. It's just you can work with anybody, and especially now with the internet, I mean, you can just collaborate with anybody around the world.
Yeah, that's kind of opened up the game for a lot of people that, you know, to kind of create and try new things.
Yeah.
Cool. Primo.
Yes, sir.
The task at hand. You were asked to pick one of your favorite beats that you worked on.
Yeah.
Why this beat out of all the ones you have?
This one, it was a bit of a refresher because some of the beats started sounding a little stagnant, a little kind of the same or repetitive in style. So I tried to take a different approach. So and it turned out to be a song that I like. Yeah, a beat that I like.
Cool. Let's run it real quick and then let's break it down.
Yeah. So yeah, this is let me see. There you go. So yeah, that's one of the songs.
That's a sample right there, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you use to make that sample?
For this is actually let's see, I believe it's this one. It is a saxophone. I started with this saxophone sound.
It reminds me of like some old school hip hop though. Like I can't see like none of these new rappers on this and doing it justice.
You think so? Well,
What I mean, like I was saying earlier, I think I hear your beats and you can do a lot with it. But when I first hear it, I hear like old school hip hop, like that boom bap. It has that feel to it,
yeah.
that old school feel to it that I would love to hear like an old voice on there.
Yeah. Well, I started with the saxophone. That saxophone is part of a plugin, so it's a sample, and it made me think about the city.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Jazz
it
city,
sounds,
city jazz.
Yeah.
So
Like New Yorkish kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something. From there it's like, okay, this.
And I think that's kind of gives it that old school hip hop feel to it, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it reminds. It makes you feel like you're right. The city, New York.
Yeah. So the city life, kind of thinking like, okay, how should I approach it? And so, the first drum beat I did, this is from the first selection of drums. And I realized, okay, this sounds good. And I little by little started putting the bass. Started adding the piano.
Yeah. That's where you added the sauce. That's your keys right there.
Yeah. And of course, some strings. And I believe right here you got my vocals. I added some vocals.
You added vocals on this? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But that's like perfect. It's like perfect. It's like you didn't overdo it. It just added like it added what it needed to that beat.
Yeah. This made me think of street people screaming on the streets, and you hear noise, and sometimes it sounds melodic, sometimes it sounds like so. I'm like, I'm just gonna.
That's crazy how you captured that right there on that beat, because that's what it makes me feel like. You're right.
Yeah, like some random screaming and it sounds harmonic. Like,
but it's actually you screaming.
Yeah. yeah. So I tried to put it all together, and it's like, oh, this sounds not too modern, but it gives a flavor of old school. This old school.
Yeah. You can definitely feel that it's modern, but it has that flavor that you captured. You know, that feeling, that old school feeling to it, which is kind of hard to do it. You know, unless you kind of been there.
Yeah. I was surprised at how it came out, because for a moment I was kind of like being a little repetitive and trying to sound. My beats were sounding a little that I was trying too hard to be a certain sound. And
you think maybe working with like Lex and JBZ kind of maybe makes you tap into other things? You know, think differently.
Yes, I do. I hear the things, their beats, and it gives me a opportunity to like, okay, let's see what I can offer to them. And I try to hear what they're saying, but also trying to like, oh, this is what I'm hearing, and we kind of just exchange ideas, and that's when like the whole recipes come together and like, oh, hey, this sounds great.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to watch you guys work and how you guys move cohesively. Like each one of you have different things, and you sit at the table at different times when you hear something, and you never step on each other's toes, and it looks like you guys kind of give each other space to kind of get your ideas out and down.
The thing is, we learn our place in the sense of artist. Like I know what I can bring as a keyboard player and musician. Like JB's, he's also a musician, so I get him. We connect in that we're both musicians. We play an instrument. Like Lex, how he breaks down ideas and samples, and like, oh, hey, this sample, and just bring in some musical reinforcements into this, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I see. Like we know what we can all offer and how we can bring the piece of the cake and bring together.
Yeah, like I said, when I watch you guys work, it's crazy because sometimes it's not necessarily like always with keys, and you have an opinion about something else, and that be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to watch you guys embrace each other's ideas and kind of put them to work.
Yes, and like that, and that's how we kind of push ourselves, each one of us, to to explore and to get a little creative with our instruments, with our talents. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's run that beat one more time.
Yeah.
Nestorious. You know I like the scratches, right?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. That's nice. All right, Primo. Thank you for coming in, and appreciate you coming in and showing off your beat.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.